Hi, welcome to Sports Talk Live. We're going to be discussing MLB opening week, NFL, NBA playoffs, and the NFL offseason and some draft talk. Welcome to Sports Talk Live. We'll be right back. Alright, and we're back to Sports Talk Live here. Our first segment today, we're going to be talking about MLB opening week because we're just getting the second week of games, and there's a lot going on. Cubs-Brewers just had a big series. Cubs took 3 out of 4. What did you guys think of the series?
You go first, Aaron.
All right, I'll take it. Well, I didn't get to catch the series live, but I caught some highlights. I think it's going to be pretty tough for the Brewers to hang around that rotation all year round. The Cubs are pretty scary in that sense, and I saw that the bullpen actually leads the league in ERA right now, which is pretty scary. So with that, I'm going to send it to the other Cubs fan here.
Well, I'd just like to say the Brewers battled the Cubs pretty well all 4 games. They gave them a exception of the first one, losing 8-0. But I would say that the Brewers, they had a couple injuries. I mean, I know Yelich is out and whatnot, but the Cubs, with their rotation, they kind of put them away a little bit in the series, and the bullpen was really solid, as you said. With a .94 ERA leading the majors right now. So that's pretty impressive because last year the bullpen was an issue. So this year to have that kind of shored up is definitely beneficial to have for the Cubbies, and I'm looking forward to more games against the Brewers because that'll be fun.
Yeah,
so the Brewers didn't hit well, though. They only had one game where they had over 4 hits.
Yeah.
So how much do you think missing Christian Yelich hurt them?
I think it was huge. I'm really excited to see a full Brewers team against a full healthy Brewers team against this Cubs team, because I didn't think we really got a great look into the full potential of the Brewers this week without Yelich, because he's obviously our best player, or debatably one of the top 3 best players on the team. So I'm looking forward to see a fully healthy team against this Cubs domination of a rotation.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
How big of a loss do you think Corey Knebel was?
It's pretty huge, you know. Knebel coming out the pen. I love him because his curveball. I mean, he snaps that curveball off, and it's really impressive because like he throws in 90s, upper 90s even if you want to give it to him, and it's he's a scary closer when he's on.
Yes.
So for Brewers, it's a big loss, and could be interesting down the road when you have like standings wise. That is.
Speaking of standings, how do you guys see the NL Central playing out? What are some predictions you guys have?
Well, you know, I'm going to go with the Chicago Cubs. I think that just because the Cubs are, just because they're a more complete team overall.
Yeah.
And the Brewers, I find them battling it out with the Cardinals for second place in the division. I do think that the Brewers can sneak in as a wild card this year because Brewers, I think their hitting will pick up throughout the portion of the year. And I'm not a big fan of the Cardinals. Never have been, and the Brewers have their number early on in the season so far. So
I'm with you on that one. I do, as a Brewers fan, and I know I got the Nationals jersey on today, big Bryce Harper guy, but big Brewers guy as well. So I think the Cubs are going to win the division. They just are too talented. They just have an insane rotation, insane bullpen, and insane lineup. But I do not think that the Brewers will be out of the playoffs. I think that they will battle for second and make the wild card. Which, moving on.
See, I don't know if they will make the wild card. I just don't know if that bullpen will hold up the entire year. Until they get Jimmy Nelson back, I don't trust that bullpen. Behind Chase Anderson, there's not a whole lot. Davies, you don't know if he can hold up again. Yes, I get it, he had 17 wins last year, but he had a lot of run support. And don't get me wrong, that offense, when Yelich comes back, they're going to score runs. They are going to score. But Jacin can't go deep at all. Davies can't go deep. Woodruff can't go deep. Suter can't go deep. That bullpen's going to be taxed. And it's only April, I think.
We are clutch, though.
It is April, yes, you're right.
We are clutch, though. 2 walk-offs already this short of the year so far.
Yeah,
Ryan Braun, he's going out.
They can hit. I just don't think the bullpen's going to be able to hold up once it comes August and September.
Yeah.
Especially with how much work.
A lot of innings pitched for the bullpen is never good, especially when you have a long season ahead of you.
Yeah,
you know, so Like you said, though, that could be a big issue with the Brewers. But you never know. They could get like somebody at the trade deadline.
I think they will. I think
starting pitcher, and if they can do that, then it'd definitely be interesting. And
yeah, we got that logjam in the outfield. I'm hoping
Yes.
we move one of those players for some pitching help.
They probably will, I think. I think they're going to trade Santana, someone in that outfield, for probably like a Marcus Stroman or Chris Archer.
That'd be awesome.
Someone
yeah.
at the trade deadline.
that's a little. I mean, that's being really hopeful.
Keon Broxton, he's got a lot of interest out there.
You could trade Santana, you could trade Broxton, you could trade some minor leaguers still.
We can respectfully disagree.
Hey,
We can respectfully disagree.
We can disagree. That's all. That's
Nobody
okay.
wants to go to Milwaukee.
You're not wrong. I mean, no one does want
That
to go
is
to Milwaukee.
wrong. That is wrong. I want to go to Milwaukee. I love Milwaukee.
No one wants to go there. All right, we're going to go to some playoff predictions now. So you guys have the Brewers getting in. I don't. But who do you think will come out of like each division here? I got the Dodgers, the Cubs, and the Nationals as the front runners. And probably I think the Rockies and Diamondbacks as the wild cards, for the NL at least.
Okay, I got the Cubs, like I said before. I also have the Dodgers, but we disagree on the East.
Ooh.
Even though I got the Nationals jersey on, I'm going with the Mets. I think it's a
They
bold
look good.
call,
They look
yeah.
good. They
got
look very
great young
good.
pitching. Yannis Cespedes, I think, is underrated. And he's got an arm. He's got an arm like nobody else. He could throw anybody out at home. So it's a bold take right there. And then I got my wild card is the Nationals, of course, and the Brewers. Sneaking
All right.
in, because they're the underdog, you know?
I'm not going to go that in depth with it, but I will say I do think the Cubs will go back to the World Series this year. I firmly believe that one. And I'm not being arrogant with saying that. I just think that the Cubs have one of the more well-rounded teams since 2016 year. And last year they had a little downfall, but I could see them definitely playing off against maybe. I want to say the Angels are going to make it into the. I'm going to say they're making it to the playoffs this year, not all the way.
Oh, I thought you meant World Series there for a
I'm
second.
going to say they're making it to the playoffs. I don't know who's going to come out of the AL yet. It's completely up in the air. It's too early to tell in the season as well. So that's your not too early or
These
way
are
too early.
way too early.
Way
playoffs.
too early playoffs.
I got Cubs Astros. I think they're the two best teams in baseball.
Yeah.
They have the most complete teams. I could also see like the Yankees getting there. The Yankees, they just are gonna mash home runs left and right. I mean, they're scary good.
It's hard to argue with that. Yeah, it's hard to argue with the Cubs Astros, considering the talent. You
Yes.
could also make an argument for the Dodgers, though.
You could. That's the other team I had.
They
I think
have
the Dodgers,
a lot of talent, a lot of young talent, a lot of talent they could move, too, to honestly pick up another great piece.
I mean, whenever you have Clayton Kershaw at the top of that
Yeah.
rotation, like,
Well, you
you're
know how
gonna
he
be
does in the
good.
playoffs, though. It's a little scary. Hopefully he can turn that around, because I'm a
I
big
hope
Clayton
so.
Kershaw fan.
I love Clayton Kershaw. He's an amazing pitcher. But that's all we have for that. Now, our biggest surprises so far in the year wasn't the biggest surprises, and it's only like a week and a half, but there's some big stories going on right now.
Huge story, including Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
He's batting .389 as a pitcher. I always wondered, why have we never had, since Babe Ruth, a player that can play
Both ways.
both sides of the field? I just don't understand. Like,
There is one.
there should be enough time.
There's one that
There is
you are
one.
forgetting. His name's Carlos Zambrano. Carlos Zambrano, the
Yes,
Chicago Cubs.
Yes.
Here we go with this Cubs.
He could hit balls out of the park like
could.
nobody other. But I
could.
will say, Shohei Ohtani's way better, and he can throw 99 miles per hour. So, with
23
that
years
being
old,
said,
too.
yeah, he's just an absolute tank. He's a beast. All he can do is just crush baseballs. They got some StatCast up there with the exit velo about 112.4 miles an hour. I mean, he's got
Wow.
power to all parts
That's
of the
beautiful.
field. Just look at him. That's a
He's
great
a
swing.
Yeah, great swing.
Guys, he's got more strikeouts than Max Scherzer. He's got more home runs than Giancarlo Stanton right now. Like, it's insane what he's doing right now.
Is that an active stat? Because I know Max Scherzer, I think yesterday he pitched and he absolutely dealt.
Oh, he did. He
Yeah.
dealt. But,
So
No, Shohei does.
I'm pretty sure Shohei still has more. 'Cause
that's impressive.
What else surprises you? this year?
Me, I'm surprised by the Atlanta Braves.
Okay.
They are the highest scoring team. This might be as of yesterday. I don't know. I think
Yeah.
it's the most updated. But Atlanta is leading the league in runs per game right now. They're scoring like 8 runs a game.
Wow.
That's insane. For a team that you didn't really think a lot of, they're maybe a year or two, couple years still early. They're killing it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also-
I was surprised with the slow start of the Dodgers, too.
Yes.
They have not been playing very well. They have not been playing as well as I thought they would with all that talent. And how many wins they got last year.
Yes.
How much they went off. So I'm looking forward to see them turn it around.
Yeah. Also, another one is Stanton. He's at 2
Yeah.
games where he's like 0 for at least 5, and we've had 5 Ks. He's never had more than 4 Ks and 4 strikeouts in a game before. He's had 2 this year.
Bright lights.
5.
Bright lights are scaring him in New York.
Well, I
New
feel
York.
like New York's a tough place to play. I'm not a big
Oh, it
fan. I
is.
feel like Yankees fans are the worst fans out there because
Yes, I would
they'll
agree
go
with
from
Second
they'll go
to
from
Cubs,
1
second to
week
Cubs.
1 week to
Hey.
loving
Hey.
Carlos Stanton when he goes off. Next week they'll be booing him when he goes 0 for 5. Like you cannot be that like you can't. You have to be loyal to your players.
Yeah, I agree.
Right?
I
so
agree
when you're
for
doing
sure.
that, there's no place for that in sports. So get together, Yankees fans.
Support your team. Come on.
I just don't
Jeez.
get Yankees fans. They're just so like
Disappointed.
you said, they're so wishy-washy. Like,
Yeah.
like I get it. The whole they're booing for you because they want you to do good, but it's like you can't boo. It's
yeah.
it's the second week of the season. Like, come on.
There's immense pressure on players, and a lot of people aren't willing to understand that, and
Exactly.
they think they're supposed to just. And they're people too.
Yeah,
You know
well,
what
I mean,
They
moving
got
on to the Yankees counterpart,
deep
Red
part
Sox.
of the show. They got
Ooh.
emotions too.
Yeah, that's true. Red Sox, with Mookie Betts coming up. I'm a big Mookie Betts guy.
Huge.
First of all, I like the name. The
Huge.
name is awesome. Mookie. How many people have you heard the name Mookie, who's a star? It's pretty awesome. Also, I just think he's a young talent that's going to take over the league.
I think the Red Sox could be really good. But leaving on that note, that's all we got about Red Sox and MLB opening week. We're going to have to take a break. We're going to take some look at some WMCM promos. We'll be back in a second.
Our campus. April is National Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Throughout the entire month, we will be sitting at booths at various locations around campus. Stop on by to learn how sexual assault affects the UWL campus. Follow our campaign's progress at facebook.com/PolishOurCampus and instagram.com/PolishOurCampus. Together we can polish our campus.
Explore your fitness. Explore healthy eating. Explore your health. Staying healthy in college can be hard. Living Lacrosse makes it easy with simple tips and tricks for anyone and everyone. From cooking to exercising, Living Lacrosse is here to help you live your best life. Catch Living Lacrosse Tuesdays at 2:45 or 4:30 on WMCM Campus Channel 200 or Charter Channel 989. Living Lacrosse, the collegiate guide to health.
All right, and we're back to Sports Talk Live here. We're going to talk about some NBA playoffs now. I know my boy Aaron here is so excited to talk about NBA. But first, let's start off with some East-West predictions. How do you guys see the standings playing out with the last 2 days? The season ends tomorrow.
Yeah, so there are some pretty insane seeding issues going on
Yes.
right now. It's a lot of teams are playing off each other to see who get those final spots. So going down from 1 to 8 with my East predictions, I have Raptors 1, Celtics 2, 76ers 3, Cavs 4th, Pacers 5th, Heat 6th, Bucks 7th, and Wizards 8th. And I'm pretty excited. I hope the Bucks seal up that 7th spot.
See, they're in the
because
6th spot right now.
I know,
I really hope
they
they
are.
lose because
Honestly, yes.
Because if you want to play the 76ers or the Celtics
They're too hot right now.
Yeah, the
76ers
76ers are way too hot. They've won, what, 15 in a row, I think?
Yeah, I think-
14, 15?
Yeah, Ben Simmons and Markelle Fultz. People are not talking about Markelle Fultz's come back into the game right now, and I think he's making a huge impact on that team as more than just a floor leader, as like a point scorer as well. So.
Yeah. And who'd you rather play, the Kyrie, Gordon Hayward-less Celtics or the 76ers? Like,
Obviously
come
the
on.
Celtics, yeah.
Obviously, the Celtics.
They're young.
The Bucks would. I think they would probably win that. Celtics may win 2 games that division, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Brad Stevens is a great coach. I think if anyone's prepared to do this, it's him or Popovich.
Yes.
But I really just trust in Giannis. I don't think they have anyone that could slow him down. I think Kyrie could match his point scoring ability and like clutch shot type, like it factor
Late
type
game.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But outside, now that he's not in the game, I think that Giannis is just gonna go berserk in the playoffs.
I hope so. I'm looking forward to it. G, you got anything on the Bucks?
Yeah, I'm a Bulls fan.
Yes.
But Bulls
That's sad.
Bulls tank is
Bulls on the tank track.
Full mode. But I will say I do love watching the Bucks play because
Yep.
they're a very young team and they're just they're interesting. And you do never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One of
that's
my
a
buddies,
thing.
Grant Bills, loves watching the Bucks. Right.
Yeah.
Goes nuts every night on social media because they either doing really well or they go they just drop a game they shouldn't to, like, let's say
Yeah,
the Brooklyn Nets or something.
God,
Something
it's
weird
ugly.
like that.
Ugly.
And I just feel like the Bucks, though, they're just pretty awesome, and I'm interested to see how Giannis does, and I will say though, I do believe that I'm a big believer in James Harden. I love James Harden from the Rockets, and gotta love him.
Yeah, the West. I think the Rockets are gonna come out in the final. Not in the finals. I think they're gonna be #1 seed. I think.
Yes.
You don't think they're going to finals?
No, it's the Warriors. Come on.
I was
We all know
about to
that.
I
ask
have Rockets going all the way.
I was about to say
Let's hope.
finals predictions. Do you think anyone else besides the Cavs and Warriors are going to be there?
No, we can all hope and we can say like, oh, it's not gonna. I really hope it's not the Warriors. But we all know
It's gonna be Warriors.
LeBron is too good in the East. LeBron is unstoppable in the playoffs, and the Golden State Warriors are just unstoppable in the West. When they're all together and healthy, I think that Steph and Klay, especially if they play the Cavs, I think they're winning another ring this year because they are so much better than the Cavs guards. And KD can hang enough with LeBron to whereas it's a lesser fact. Even though LeBron's going to do LeBron, he's going to do his thing. You know how he is in the playoffs.
Of course.
But Steph and Klay are just knocked down. And we
6
can't
words
stop
for you,
that.
Aaron.
What's that?
James Harden's beard and push-off. That's how he's going to get to the finals right there, okay? James Harden's going to will the Rockets all the way, and I think they're going to play the Cavs. I do think the Cavs will get there because LeBron's going to do his thing. He always does.
Yep.
I hate him, but...
And I think that I just don't think Celtics are out of the occasion. Raptors don't have the experience. 76ers also don't have the experience, but they're hot right now. You never know. You could maybe see something like that happening. But Cavs, Rockets, I think will be in the finals, and I got James Harden and his beard winning it all.
Ooh, do you think it's going to, no matter who you have, will the series go 7 games?
Yeah, I think LeBron, it's LeBron James, so it's going to go 7 games. He's not going to give up at all. And I think, James Harden's probably going to win Game 7 on a step-back shove-off. Just somehow.
On the push-off?
No, he's going to shove off like this, and then he's going to step back, pull up.
And he's going to do a shimmy.
That's
shimmy.
Do you have it going 7 games?
I don't.
I don't either.
I think the Warriors are just... I mean, people are sleeping on the Warriors. That's just going to add it. Like, you cannot put the Warriors in an underdog state.
No.
That is just going to hype up Draymond so much. It's going to hype up KD. It's going to... We're underdogs now. You guys don't believe in us. And they're just going to come out... 3 after 3 after 3 after 3.
How'd that go? All right, just want to make sure.
Smack. Smack.
I don't think it's. I think it'll probably go maybe 6 games at most, but I see more like 4 or 5.
The Cavs' defense is atrocious. I mean, LeBron is LeBron, of course, but the Warriors against that defense, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just not what we want.
It's really not fair. But all right, so who do you guys think is the one team that you don't want to play? Who's like that underdog team that if they get in, because the Denver Nuggets still aren't technically in. They could be. They could knock the T-Wolves out.
Yeah.
But who's that one team in East or West that you wouldn't want to play?
So I'll go with, unless you want to start.
Yeah, please,
Okay.
please, after you, sir.
So I'm going to go with, well, I kind of have 2, but they're both in the West.
All right.
So it's not a combination, but I'm going to go with the Thunder first. Because Russell Westbrook, Paul George, Carmelo Anthony, these are all experienced players. These are all guys with, I think they have the it factor. They all can hit that big shot. You know, you saw it with Paul George against LeBron and the Heat when he was on the Pacers. You see it with Melo when he was his New York years. And Russell Westbrook, we all know he's a dog.
Yes.
He will get his buckets. And then I think the Trailblazers, because Damian Lillard is the most slept-on player in the league. He is. He can go off at any time. He's the clutchest player in the league by my definition as well. Him and CJ McCollum have formed a formidable 1-2 guard backcourt. Yeah, and
they're good.
I think they can make a run.
I think for me, I would have to say I would not want to play the 76ers, Philadelphia 76ers, because especially when Embiid comes back, he's kind of a freak of nature.
Trash talking.
There's many people that cannot guard him, so he's a big issue. And then you obviously bring Fultz back, and they brought him 3/4 of the way through the season, and it's going to be interesting to see how they do as well because they're hot right now. I think they won like 15 in a row, so it's really awesome.
Yeah, I would also agree with 76ers. I think they're just really dominant right now, and it'll be interesting to see how this carries into the playoffs.
Yeah.
All right, but speaking of dominant, MVP, who's winning it this year?
The beard.
Yep.
James Harden.
Might as well put the graphic up right now because I'm going to say James Harden with his beard again because I think all 3 of us are in agreement because
see, I want to say James Harden, I really do, but I might have to give it to LeBron.
Really?
I just LeBron is the best player in the league right now.
Yes, he is the best player, but you have to go on regular season performance.
Yes.
And that's why, yes, LeBron is the best player. I would agree with you. He's better than James Harden, but you have to attribute regular season performance, and you have to give him credit where credit is due in terms of wins. What they've been able to do on offense is domination standpoint.
My thing is, LeBron traded his entire team in January, and they're still making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, he's that dominant that he can trade his entire team, get a whole new team in, and still make the playoffs.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. But he's also going to be either the third or fourth seed. So while the Rockets are undeniably the highest team and the best team in the league this season.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. I could see it.
And his stats and James Harden's stats are good enough to hold up with LeBron's stats.
Oh, definitely.
Factoring in the wins, factoring in what they've done this year. So.
All right, I'll give you that one.
Yep.
All right, that's all we got for NBA though today. We're gonna have to take a break. We're gonna watch some cute Perfect Pets.
Hi, I'm Sven. I'm a 1-year-old lab mix with tons of energy, and I am very eager to please, so please adopt me. Please.
Hi, I'm Mocha, a 5-year-old mastiff with lots of love to give. I love to frolic and wiggle my butt, but keep those ankle biters away from me.
Hello, I'm Eva, a 1-year-old beagle. I love to play with my football even though I'm a frequent fumbler. My irresistible face will be the perfect addition to your child-free home.
To find out more about adoption for these pets or others, contact the Cooley Region Humane Society at 781-4014.
All right, and once again, that number is 781-4014. Those pets are just adorable. I just love the Perfect Pets.
I love that promo.
It's a very good promo. But all right, now we're gonna get into NFL offseason, get into some draft talk. We got like 16 days till draft. A little over 2 weeks away. I'm excited. I personally love the draft.
Me too. Big guy. Big draft guy.
Big draft guy. Big draft guy. Ooh, G, you a big draft guy?
Huge.
Huge draft guy.
Huge.
All right, we're gonna start off the NFC North because I think I'm a Bears fan. G, Bear fan.
Yes, big time.
I'm a Packers fan.
Bear down,
Packers fan,
Bears.
so
Wisconsin people, I got you.
he's got you guys. But all right, so we're gonna start off with the North. Who you guys want to start with?
Let's start with the NFC North. I'm gonna start with the Chicago Bears.
Go ahead.
Might as well because we've started with Chicago.
We'll start from last place going to first.
Oh no, then
Aaron, you always
we're going
have the
Lions.
funniest
We'll go Lions in the last.
I would say Quentin Nelson, offensive lineman from Notre Dame. Huge need for the Chicago Bears because I think they need some offensive lineman help, and that's probably the last piece of the puzzle to get them a Super Bowl victory.
All right, I don't know about Super Bowl.
I'm going to say it. I'll say it right now.
I don't know about Super Bowl. I have him around 9 wins, but if they can get Quentin Nelson, I would love it, but I don't think he's going to be on the board. On my mock draft right now, I think that he's going to the Broncos. I think the Broncos believe in the Case Keenum. They're going to get him that offensive guard, improve that offensive line.
What pick are the Broncos?
5.
5.
All right, guys.
Hey, I got Tremaine Edmonds going to the Bears.
Okay.
Linebacker.
That's also a need.
Let's move on. These people want to hear about Minnesota, Wisconsin. So I'm gonna start with my Green Bay Packers. Yeah, I'm gonna say because we're gonna stay Wisconsin right now. I'm gonna go with the Packers need some secondary help for sure right off the bat. I'm really upset they didn't get a better corner in free agency, but hopefully I'm gonna trust the process and hopefully we can see them pick up someone like Derwin James from Florida State. Great safety. I'm also looking for wide receiver. Because I think Devontae Adams is one concussion away from his career being over. And I feel like people do not focus on that enough.
Yeah. See, I think, is there any way the Packers aren't taking a cornerback at 14?
What about Denzel Ward?
I mean,
Denzel Ward, if he falls, I don't think he will. I think Josh Jackson maybe.
Unless Saquon Barkley falls to 14, then we will not draft anyone.
You never know what can happen.
Or Baker Mayfield. Yeah,
what if a linebacker? What if...
I don't think there's a good enough linebacker that early.
There's 2 of them, Roquan Smith, Tremaine Edmonds. They're predicted to go top 10.
I know they are, but I'm saying that we need secondary over linebacker. I think Blake Martinez's emergence last year is more of a factor than because we lost Morgan Burnett.
Yep.
And we trade away Demarius Randall.
Yep.
So
Packers don't know how to evaluate any secondary.
Their defense needs a lot of help.
So it doesn't matter who they pick.
Hey, we got a new defensive coordinator. Give us a little faith. Dom Capers. I know he wasn't the most trustworthy guy, but we're hoping to have a different type of scheme this year. So
it'll be interesting. Maybe another guy, Jackie Alexander. I said that completely wrong. Another good cornerback though.
You know who I'm talking about.
You know who I'm talking about. All right. So what do you guys think after the draft plays out? This is still way too early predictions because we haven't seen the draft, haven't seen anything really.
Yes.
How do you think the NFC North plays out after everything's said and done, though?
Do you really want to hear my take?
Yeah, let's hear it. It's going to be bad. I'll disagree with it, even though I'm a Bear fan, but yeah.
Green Bay Packers are going to win the division.
All right.
Ah, you're wrong. You're already
and
wrong.
I believe
like that. I
the
like
Chicago
that.
Bears come in second place, tied with the Vikings. Tied with Vikings. If they're both going to come in around 9 and 7, maybe both. I think the NFC North this year it'll be a lot like the NFC South, where they had the 3 teams from there, with the Panthers, Saints, and Falcons. So with that being said, I do think then the Lions are going to be last place, maybe four wins, maybe.
What? The Vikings. How do you not have them as a clear-cut favorite?
Packers.
No, you kidding? The Packers have no defense.
Aaron Rodgers.
The Lions are.
Aaron Rodgers is so
coming on
much
a revenge
better.
tour
Yeah,
this year.
Aaron
I'm
Rodgers.
That
telling you
doesn't
right now.
matter though. He has no defense. He's gonna have to put up 42 a
not
game.
true.
It doesn't matter.
That
He
is not
can't
true.
do
He doesn't
that.
have
He's
no
like the
defense.
LeBron James of the NFL.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
He's the best player in the NFL right now, but it's a team sport. He is not on the
Aaron
field to play
Rodgers will
defense.
do a chase
Yes,
down
he
block.
isn't.
if
He is
to.
not on. He's not on the field to play defense. But the pickup of Mo Wilkerson, I know everyone's like, "Oh, Mo Wilkerson's going to save the team." Well, he's a
might.
great addition. He's a great addition,
He
and we
might.
also
He
still,
could be.
And we still have our draft to further our. I think we have 12 draft picks this year.
The Packers have 12 picks.
So that could be.
Huge.
I know we're good at drafting people. If we're good at anything, I think our Ron Wolf, Ted Thompson over the years philosophy has worked really well. I mean, I think all of our offensive linemen are 4th-round picks, besides Bulaga. So it just goes to show that we have a skill when it comes to scouting. So I'm going to trust in our process of getting better, and I think that the Packers will come out on top. And I think the Vikings will be in second. I think it's going to be a very close race. Yes, it's going to come down to like that last game like it usually does. But when you put the ball in Aaron Rodgers' hands, 4th quarter, come on.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
Come on.
See, I just don't think.
It's a nightmare.
Come on.
I'm not gonna say the Packers are bad. They're not gonna be bad at all. They have Aaron Rodgers. Like, he's Aaron frickin' Rodgers. He's amazing.
The Vikings,
But the Vikings will get like 13 wins, I think. Packers will be around maybe 9 or 10. Bears will be around 8 or 9, and Lions will be around 7 or 8. It's gonna be a close division between those second 3 teams. But I think the Vikings are clear-cut favorites in the NFC North.
All right, well, let's disagree. We'll
Since
see.
you guys have the Packers
to disagree.
so high up there,
We'll see.
who do you have in the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl, the Rams look very good this year.
Yep.
But I'm going to stay on my Packers train. Because, again,
I read that correctly.
Aaron Rodgers
Oh, boy.
is like LeBron James of the NFL. Aaron Rodgers can take a team to the next level, and if we get a little bit of defensive help in this draft, we got Mike Pettine, we got a new defensive coordinator. I just have a lot of faith in the Packers. I have a lot of faith in what Aaron Rodgers can do, but I think they are going to be playing the New England Patriots, like always. Like, they will be back, and it's not much of a difference.
So you got Packers, Patriots.
Yep, 2 of the greatest quarterbacks ever.
All right, G, who you got?
I do not have the Packers at all. I do not have the Bears either. That was a joke for everybody listening. I just I just like to joke around with people. Anyways, I have the Rams and the Patriots going to the Super Bowl this year. I feel like the Rams, when you add that many players to a team, that is very awesome because it's like there's so many parts to the team that that were missing.
Yeah.
And now it's like, when you put them all together, it's like, what's this going to turn out to be? It could turn out really well. It could turn out bad. I think it's going to turn out so well that they go to the Super Bowl.
I agree with that.
With the Patriots because Belichick and Tom Brady.
Remember,
I got Rams Jaguars.
Yep.
Oh, all right.
I think Blake Bortles is going to lead that team.
Okay,
huh?
but this reminds me a lot of 2011 Eagles Dream Team. Yeah, that went really well.
Yeah,
That
I'll
went
give
really
you that.
well. Aaron Rodgers destroyed them. So we'll see that happen again, and I'm excited to see it.
All right, I'll give you that. All right, now we're going to start our rants here. We got a lot to rant about. We're all very fiery about stuff because that's just who we are. Aaron's going to start us off here. Aaron, take it
Yeah,
away.
so I'm gonna need my Milwaukee Bucks fans to get a little closer to the screen right now and listen up to what I'm saying. I'm pretty upset about our late game antics. Our strategy seems awful. Why do we have Jason Terry in the game? Why is he in the game? I get he's an old player. I get he has a lot of knowledge, but let him coach. Let him teach from the sideline because he just keeps making mistakes. I don't know if you guys watched that. Was it the Hornets game? No, it was Trailblazers. I can't remember, but they just need to give Giannis Antetokounmpo the ball and let him reign free. And I think if they do that, we're gonna go really far in the playoffs.
G?
My take is Shohei Ohtani. I believe that people need to get off his back a little bit because he's coming in the MLB from overseas in Japan, and he's doing really well. But all you hear from him is wow, he's overrated, it's too early to tell. But if he was doing bad, everybody out there would be calling him a bust, and they would be like, what a waste of money for the Angels. So people need to stop complaining, lay off his back. He's already got enough pressure going on, and let the man play his game.
All right, I'll agree with that. I agree with both those takes, honestly.
Awesome.
I think the Bucks can do some damage in the playoffs, and Shohei Ohtani, he's here to impress people.
Yes,
he's here to impress.
That is it.
All right, that's all we have for today's show. Hope to see you guys next time, and I hope you enjoyed some Sports Talk Live this week.